chasing the easy life. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the sun tonight. We're chasing the easy life. Easy life.
Well, good morning, guys. It is a busy day, early morning. It is gorgeous out. The sun is shining. I just about finished with that Hada Labo sunscreen. So that's about, I don't know, I've been using it for what, about 3 or 4 weeks. And I usually just use that one in the morning, so it went pretty quickly. I haven't been using that one to reapply as much. I've been going to the Elta MD UV Sport, and I'm about out of that one. I think I've got the Elta MD UV Clear that I think I'm going to start using. I enjoy that sunscreen. Have you guys tried it? It goes on really nicely, so I'll be happy to have that in my lineup. I've enjoyed the Hada Labo one though quite a bit. This morning, what else did I do? I did my blog Pilates, got my coffee in, and now I am headed off to the work day. And like I said, it is a gorgeous day out. It's like very springy. We had a massive dumping of rain last night, so now everything's like kind of the perfect temperature. It's not too hot, not too cold, just right. I'm happy that the kind of dreary days of February have ended. But St. Patrick's Day is this weekend. You guys have any plans to go green? I don't really know what I have on the agenda later today, so we shall find out. But I am on my way, and I'll check in with you guys later. It is late afternoon, and I am trying to head on over to Walgreens. I got my Bubba cup here with my water in it. This thing makes drinking water on the go so much easier. Yeah, the pollen count right now is pretty high, so I'm buzzing over to Walgreens. I need to pick something up, so that's where I'm going. Oh, I'm almost done with my Absolute Darling. Like I said the other day, I'm taking my sweet time with it. And I have, I don't know, like maybe 60 pages left of it, but I have to read it very slowly, as I said before. It is tough to make it through, but it's really good. Hey guys, so I'm over here in Walgreens, and I'm looking at the Simple line because they have a pretty decent stock of it. And I really like this Simple Micellar Facial Gel Wash. It's fragrance free, and it's pretty nice. Have you guys used it? It's got like aloe in it, I think, and glycerin. It's really moisturizing. I like this one. So Simple also has a Skin Quench Sleeping Cream that's kind of like the Hydro Boost, I think, and it's fragrance free. Has anybody used this? This looks like a good one, except it's really tiny. Ooh, sunscreen deals. I really like this Copper Tone Oil-Free Faces. It's quite nice. It's fragrance free and it's a chemical sunscreen, and so you definitely need to reapply this one pretty consistently, but I like it. And then they also have the sensitive skin faces as well that has zinc in it, so this one's even better. This is a combination sunscreen. This one's kind of similar to the Elta MD UV Sport. I would say, yeah, this one's comparable to Elta MD UV Sport. I really like this one, the sensitive skin faces with zinc oxide. See how they put that in tiny letters? This is a great one. It's $13.49 here at Walgreens usually, but right now it's $11.49. Walgreens is really expensive, so I'm sure you can find it cheaper somewhere else. But Walgreens does have, where did I see it? Walgreens does have a generic version of the Neutrogena Dry Touch sunscreen. That's these go on really nicely. They're chemical sunscreens. I of course have to come over and look at the Easter stuff. All of the little stuffed animals. Walgreens always has the best like seasonal stuffed animals. They have these little jolly, or these hedgehogs, and then these little happy barn animals. They're really sweet. They're so soft. Oh my gosh, they're really soft. Is this a little pig or something? He's sweet. They're in here jamming out. Guys, I had a chuckle to myself in there. There was a woman in front of me who, just in passing, probably looked maybe in her early 40s, maybe, okay? And the cashier made a comment. She goes, "Oh, happy birthday." And then she took a double take at the woman's driver's license and was like, "Wait a minute, according to this, you're 81. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm 81. She goes, "There's no way you can be 81. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way she can be 81 either. And she goes, "Oh, thank you." And she goes, "You look so young." And the woman goes, "Well, you know, I think what it is that when I was very young, I came down with something and I became very, very sensitive to the sun. And I started to avoid the sun out of fear. So I didn't go out in the sun, and when I did go out in the sun, I always wore long sleeves. No matter how hot it was here in Texas, I always wore long sleeves and a big hat and sunglasses and a lot of sunscreen, because I developed just almost a phobia of sun, because I was very, my skin was very sensitive to it. So I just got in that habit and I've avoided it." She's a case in point, okay, of how sun protection can become is a behavior that people just get in the habit of, and good behavior pays off dividends. I mean, the woman looked, you know, definitely 30, 40 years younger than her actual age, for certain. So, you know, not only is she didn't have a single, like, wrinkle. I mean, her skin was baby soft, very youthful looking. I admire her. I wanted to put her on camera, but you know, you can't always be like, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel about sun protection. You mind saying that again while I whip out the camera and put you on the spot?" So I'll just retell the story for you guys. But gearing up for sunscreen season, which is every season, FYI.
If you're looking at me and a little bit confused, I just filmed my mom's makeup bag challenge using only my mom's makeup bag, so I just went ahead and filmed it. I look really bad. My mom has way more natural beauty than I do. I mean, maybe it's just my skin. Like, her foundation is really light coverage. I expect to get my hair done in a couple weeks. So today, my Adidas tubular sneakers. We're gonna go celebrate Abby's birthday this week. Okay. Oh wow. They have a lot of cute stuff in the pajama section that I would totally wear in real life. I can't even tell you it's like big bulky things like towels. It's just this gold basket for blankets, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to the post office now to drop off the outfit, but it's super cute. Right. You look good.
drives an average of $620. I fell in love.
There we go. Wait, my face looks weird. Queen. Alright guys, it's after the movie. You guys just keep chatting. Just keep your chat. I can. Why?
Anyways, guys, I just got home and I took a few moments to finish reading My Absolute Darling. It's over. That book is like a combination of Deliverance, Reservoir Dogs, and Precious all rolled into one. It is, at the risk of sounding cliche, gut-wrenching. And yeah, very good book, very good book. That's what I'll say. Okay, and I'm just whipping up some dinner here in my Cosori. I'm about to head to the gym. I'm having a little Italian zoodle soup, if you will. And so I just put everything in the pot. About a quarter of a white onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 whole carrot, some bell pepper, and some tofu in there, and then a little bit of this Cento tomato paste, like roughly a tablespoon. And then seasoning wise, I have oregano. Can you see that? Oregano, rosemary, parsley, and a few little sprinkle dinkles of fennel seeds. I just love these. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna do nothing with it right now because I'm gonna go to the gym. But when I get done in the gym, right before I hop in the shower, or actually right after I get out of the shower before I hop on the camera to talk to you guys, here I'll just show you and pretend like I'm doing it for real. I will hit the soup setting and I will just go adjust to less, which is 15 minutes at 4 reds out of 6. I'm not sure what that equates to numerically, but basically this will take about, I don't know, anywhere about 6 minutes to come to pressure. It'll cook for 15 minutes and then it'll slow release for 20 minutes. Once it's slow released, I will open this up and I will dump in my Zoodles. Woohoo! Can you see them there? I'll dump in my Zoodles, turn it off completely, and I will just put the lid on there and leave it like that for about a minute and then eat it, and it will be delicious. You could definitely do this in the slow cooker, just let it cook longer, but yeah, I'm really a fan of like Italian flavors in soups in the crock pot and or Cosori. The Cosori though, I swear the food, my recipes in the Cosori as far as like soups and stuff, they come out a lot more flavorful than the crock pot. It just has something to do with the way, here, a little sip of agua. They need it's just something to do with the way that the pressure cooker does the veggies in there. It does a good job. But one little update for you guys that I don't think I've told you about. It's just a chamomile tea and it has licorice and fennel and ginger root and saffron in it. I don't know that it has any like actual benefit to beautifying, but this tea is really good after dinner as like a digestive because of the fennel and the licorice. It's just a nice palate cleanser. I am really liking it quite a bit. And this one of all of their teas is caffeine free, which is great because I don't like to obviously have caffeine at night, and I love having tea at dinner time instead of, you guys know I used to drink a long time ago. I used to drink a fair amount of diet soda, and I enjoy just water now, but I've really been liking tea. So this one I recommend from the Matcha Reserve if you don't like caffeine, and that's why you haven't been into the matchas, but this one is really, really good. Anyways, I am gonna buzz into the gym and I'll check in with you guys later. Well, hey guys, what's up? I had a great workout in the gym and just got out of the shower, and I wanted to share with you guys what I purchased at Walgreens. I had, I'm one of the, you can sign up for their reward system, and they have this like little beauty tab that you can can hit. And whenever you buy skincare products like CeraVe and stuff, it puts points, you know, on your card, and you end up, you know, getting a lot of like cash back pretty easily. At least I do. I'm speaking for myself as somebody who purchases and reviews a lot of drugstore skincare for you guys. But I had basically a free sunscreen, and as I mentioned, I am running out of the Hada Labo sunscreen and was thinking about some sunscreens that I've been wanting to buy. And this is one, you may have recalled, you know, if you started following me in the beginning, I used to use Elta MD UV Mineral, I believe it's called, the Tinted Elta MD sunscreen. I used that in addition to a base layer sunscreen. I would use it kind of underneath my eyes, kind of on the cheeks to mask some hyperpigmentation. And I stopped using it because I used it up and I didn't feel the need to go back to using it because, I don't know, I kind of like the way I look. I don't really feel like I need the tint. I'm sort of a no makeup type person, but the nice thing about the tinted sunscreens, and the reason why I kind of encourage you to think about adapting them, is that if you're somebody with hyperpigmentation or any kind of, you know, dyspigmentation, dark spots, tinted sunscreens that contain the ingredient iron oxide can block into some of the visible light that we are now learning contributes to melasma as well as post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So long story short, you know, in the summertime when I'm going to be outdoors more now that we're getting into spring and I'm not hiding inside all the time from the rain and dreariness, I kind of wanted to have at least a tinted sunscreen in my arsenal to talk to you guys about. You know, if you're somebody who's got active acne and you go outside, having something not only to camouflage it, honestly, because you're going to be bothered by some of the active acne on your face potentially, but also to protect the acne, you need a sunscreen on there. And I think having a tinted sunscreen is nice, not only for protecting the acne, but for protecting against post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So long story short, you know, I've tried this out before and recommended it to you guys. I've tried it out like in the shot glass form, as I call it, little samples, doing a shot of sunscreen. This is a Cetaphil Redness Relieving Daily Facial Moisturizer, and I remember trying it out several times from the samples and liking it, but I purchased it today, and I have to say, I believe, just in the ingredients and in testing it out, that this is pretty much identical to the Elta MD UV Mineral, the tinted sunscreen. I'll list it down below along with this so you guys know which one I'm talking about specifically, but I think they're identical. I mean, here, let's do a little swatching here of how it goes on. Unfortunately, my gripe with this as well as Elta is the tint is, you know, it's Dray colored, but you know, that's not going to span everyone. So I wish they had more options, but it goes on. I don't know, you probably can't see that. And I'm glad I picked that up. I also, as I mentioned this morning, I have a new bottle of the Elta MD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46. This is a combination sunscreen that is similar, in my opinion, to the Elta MD UV Sport, only is not water resistant, but it's a little bit more liquidier. That's even a word. It's really just a slightly different formulation than the Elta MD Sport without the water resistant feature. And so I think people who are having, you know, kind of more oily skin, if you wear a lot of makeup and you find that some of the water resistant sunscreens pill up, I think you would like the UV Clear. I think it's fantastic. It really does go on clear. I mean, all of the Elta sunscreens are fantastic. You know, they don't give me any kickback or tell me to talk about them. I truly, truly love their sunscreens. They're fantastic, no nonsense, great for, you know, rosacea, sensitive skin. They are unfortunately a little bit pricier, but you know, I'm really happy from the drugstore with the Cetaphil sunscreens are pretty good. This one in particular, and you all know I've always been a fan of the CeraVe AM, as I drop it on myself. But many of you find, and I kind of agree with you, it pills up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why it does that. I think it's some of the zinc, as well as, you know, they've got maybe the ceramides they have in here just make it a little bit more, you know, kind of pilling up, like you guys say, and I completely agree with that. I have noticed that here and there. It doesn't really bother me, but I'm not a makeup wearer. I can imagine if you wear a full face of foundation or, you know, any sort of makeup, that's a real pain in the neck. But yeah, I do love my CeraVe AM. I love Eucerin Everyday SPF 30 for the face. And, you know, I'm blanking on some of the other ones, but just drugstore ones, you know, honestly, most of the sunscreens in the drugstore, the plain brands like Cetaphil, Eucerin, they are, in my opinion, some of the best. Neutrogena, and you know, it's a matter of finding one there that you like, because they're usually very, very no nonsense, and they don't have a lot of like exotic ingredients that are going to break you out. I'm glad to see that some of them are now having tinted sunscreens, because there is definitely a market for that, and it's helpful. It's helpful to have one, as I said. So happy that I got that to chit chat with you guys about in the upcoming sunnier months. But it's always sunny here, although we have had some gray months recently. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the vlog today, following me around and whatnot. I love vlogging for you guys, and glad that you all enjoy a day in my life. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.